Yep. I think I learned that I said I can't do those fireballs anymore. Like punk positioning on that is just so good. It's so good. Like he's ready every time. Yeah, he's so good. Yo, what's good, everybody? We are back, and you already know I'm about to tell you guys right now. Support your boy, all right? Support him. All right, so today's video, we went through the Strive CEO run. We watched a couple of matches here, and you know, overall, we always gotta go over our losses and wins. You know, that's just how it goes, man. That's how it is being a player. You know, you just gotta watch and review the tapes. You gotta talk about it, and you know, sometimes it's good to just talk about your perspective of what you were thinking in these matches. But look, before we jump into it, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and let me know how you guys feel about this video. And the people who was watching me and cheering me on and supporting me on my CEO run, thank you guys so much. I want to give a special shout outs to all of you guys, man. You guys are the GOAT. We will come back stronger. I promise you. Let's jump into the video. But okay, so let's get to this match. So to be honest with you, I have a lot of experience with Justin, and just talking with Justin about like May, like believe it or not, like the only time me and Justin really play is like when we like are at an event. But I talk to him a lot about a lot of stuff, which is very important. I talk to him a lot about just like, you know, the perspective of like what annoys the May. So let me tell you, this is one of the biggest buffs. Believe it or not, this is the biggest buff of Kai's stun edge. Because now if you 6P, it is no longer the person who's 6P turn anymore. So because of this is why my /1. Oh my goodness. Thought I was gonna YRC there. Yeah, so you know, one thing I learned that a lot of people who have like aerial options, they're always gonna try to bait the throw. I went ahead and I was like, yeah, I'm a Dragon Punch here. Now they don't have meter, and I have meter, so now I have control now. Alright, so another thing too, this is where like fighting games get really hard. This is the thing where like bad decisions are actually the smartest decision. No, it has nothing to do with shock state. That was actually punishable regardless. The problem is they was looking for RC. When you show somebody an option 20 times in a row, they're not going to actually think about the 21st difference, right? Like for example, I stunned it for RC 20 times. They're gonna always look for RC. So what you do now is when you know that, you don't give them that option anymore. Now you start doing stuff where you just do stun dipper and you don't do anything. And you could tell that I knew that it was gonna work because I delayed it. So I like waited too. See that? I actually just waited. I was like, oh, okay, you didn't. I got you.
Not use meter there for the stun dipper as well, right? Because like before, everybody's used to like, oh, I'm gonna use meter to make the stun dipper safe, but like then they just sit there and block, and now you get to retake your turn without having to use it. Oh,
I'm mad I dropped this combo. I didn't get the micro dash.
Tempest has got to find a way out of this right now.
That should punish, but I think I was just a little off.
And it's looking like a horror movie right now. He's all over it. Oh my
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
I feel like there was a lot of control from Kizzie on the tip.
So, in this situation, I was like, okay. I'm like, I gotta get ready. I gotta like get my, like, I have to keep my endurance up because these characters like Leo is so strong in tournament. It was very, like, it was very obvious that they were very, like, strike friendly. Like, they were whiffing my face like 20 times, you know?
Like, we were online for so long, everybody's used to ratioing on Twitter, so we gotta do it in real life now, right?
Yeah, you see that right there? So, like, this interaction right here, they didn't, like, dash. They didn't dash at me. Their dash was a hitbox. So me pressing a jab there, I would have got hit, which is why I stopped jabbing. Because I'm like, you're just moving forward with a move. And now I'm in a bad spot. I just waited out. I dashed up block, and I knew they were going to keep trying to, like, strike me. It was clearly that they didn't want me to play the game. But I was able to get out, slow the tempo a little bit. Now I'm just starting to throw fireballs. They're still running at me. But again, right there, the dash, my 5P would have lost there. So I tried using 5K to, like, catch the run-up with the active frames. But I mistimed it.
Well, I mean, this modern solution is basically just sticking you in the corner, trying to look for the burst, but there comes the flash.
Yeah, I definitely try to look for the burst.
I feel like Tempest might be just thinking about it a little bit too much, to be honest. I understand it's scary though.
Find that hit confirm. Sunday for red RC.
Yep, first save combo as well.
So I went for this route because I was like, I didn't want to break the wall and give him a chance to come back. So I said that I'm just going to go for all the damage I can get. And I'm just going to go for like pressure and like chip him down.
Confirm. Sunday for red RC.
Yep, first save combo as well. I'm not breaking the wall.
Yeah, went for the throw there because that was checkmate right there.
Not breaking the wall.
Yeah.
And then there's the throw right there. Gonna be
Yeah, you're dead. Yeah, that's burst safe. That's one thing about Kai when he throws RC is having this is very good.
I'm not breaking the wall.
This is guaranteed damage. That's guaranteed damage right here. So that's really nice for Kai. Yeah, overall, I think they should have stepped to May. I think the Leo pick wasn't the best pick, especially after if they would have watched me play against all the Leo players, like I was not losing to that. Oh, so this is the lore, guys. So I asked everybody in the crowd, who should I play? I was like, I just asked because I was like, you know, I told you guys how I feel about Kai versus Soul, and I was like, man, I just don't like this matchup. And I actually thought like Kai wasn't a good pick. I was like, man, Punk is about to like // my shit. Yeah, I just asked. I was like, yo, if they would have said Nago, I would have played Nago. I was hoping they say Nago. Nobody didn't want to say Nago. So I was like, god damn. That want me to, in the back of my head when they said that, I was like, man, these want me to lose. God, I hate these guys. Nice.
Reaction right there, yeah. I mean,
So here's a bad fireball right here. But I did 5K to like bluff him, but he was ready.
I mean, that's always been a staple, even after the recovery change for Kai. You can't do it nearly as far away now, but you can still do it from certain ranges, for sure.
Actually, the young man fancy is left frame DP. Inspirational from KizzieKay.
Oh, but there's the stun dipper again. The floor is lava at all times. Kai players only want one thing when they have 50 meter, and it is absolutely disgusting.
For the RC side, they like this. Get that quarter position. Off the back,
There it is.
You know what it is?
This situation right here, I didn't expect him to // there. They just knew. Just punched me right in the face, dude. Massive reward. I'm surprised I didn't die off here. Oh, yo. So right here was like such a super late reaction. You could tell how late it was because look how deep the bandit bringer was. So I was like, oh my goodness, I lived. It's like I lived.
Yeah, I mean, Pink is really trying to push forward right now, and Kizzie, we talk about control quite a bit, and Kizzie is specifically controlling by using backdashes really well. By using
this worked out a lot because I was like, oh, it bursts. Like in this situation right here, like bursting, and I'm like, ah, yes, okay, I have the lead. I could kind of like take a little bit more of like approaches, and like the reward now is like guaranteed, which is very important here. Yeah, that's so cheap. Stun dipper 50 meter is so good because you know it's 5 frames at any given time. It's like it's a safe poke. Yep. I think I learned that I said I can't do those fireballs anymore. Like punk positioning on that is just so good. It's so good. Like he's ready every time. Yeah, he's so good.
The delayed 5K pressure is so nice because like 5K has
nice // Oh my god. Oh, I think he messed the combo up. Yep, they knew.
But the 2K again, another strong option versus
nice yellow RC.
About the control. It's not just backdash, but it's also button placement. Oh, under the 6S, gonna be able to get close slash. Wall break on this one. Yeah.
Oh my god, I was so sad about that burst because I wanted the meter. Because I don't want to be like meter hungry in this matchup because the reward that you don't get. But I definitely went for the damage here. And it was like, I'm just gonna play for the meter now.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see that KizzieKay can tell that he's not fully comfortable just yet. Just because he has the quarter puncher, but got the hit, that's gonna do it right there.
Yeah, so like right here again.
That got out of the corner. Now
It's like
that means let the corner.
Stun Dipper. Stun Dipper was MVP that round. That was very MVP that round. I think in this scenario right here is pretty interesting. What happens when I don't like if I start trying to get like super close, like right there. I think this matchup gets really, really hard. You know, that's why I was like trying to like play out of there, and you know I didn't do a lot of reversals options here, so I chose to opt. Like I was like, you know, maybe he's trying to get started, and I'm like, man, Punk is just so good at like. He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna give you that for free. Like, he's just really good at like picking like his points and like being right with it, which is really good. That's a very good, strong fighting player sense.
Let me hear your voices, people.
We got Coney already on the reaction, jumps out.
So here's what I'm saying, like right here. You see how like they move like that? They just hit the button. But I'm telling you a fun fact. Every Leo player that I fought from winners finals and up, or not winners final, top 96 and up, I lost the first round against Leo. I lost the first round against every Leo player. I mean, I already know what I was expecting. It's just I can't stop it, you know?
And wow, K7 Showoff recognizing it's a bad situation. So you have to block this. You really can't. You can't go under it, right? So it's just something you have to deal with. But the one
yeah, you see like right there, this is the biggest thing. It's just like 5K, 5K, 5K sweep. And I was like confused of like why it was working, but I think like I was just like playing too slow. See, I should have threw more fireballs. I don't know why I stopped.
Again, KizzieKay just stopping. And every action again has the meter that it keeps saying, but also has the meter to be able to get the.
I don't know why I stopped throwing fireballs here.
Fireball again. Swinging it out. Not what K7 can do to win right here.
Yeah, why did I stop throwing fireballs? Yo, shout outs to this guy in the back though. That guy's a GOAT. I forgot his Twitter handle. That's a real knight, bro. That's a real Kensington right there. Thank you, man. Shout outs to him. He let me borrow his sword for the intro.
Ship somebody out. Oh wait, you picked the wrong option. PRC to keep myself safe. God.
Yeah, see, when I realized that this is a big problem I think I lost too, is I don't expect people to just keep running up on me like that. I actually have something for that next time, and I should throw more fireballs. I think that's the biggest get right there. Also, somebody asked me, what do you do when you use FD a lot? This is why I use FD right here. You see that? You're out. Yeah, I had to get out. Try to get out. Got dust. Mad damage. Now I got one more chance. Trying to reset the situation. Alright, got the tempo off him now. But again. Yeah, like this situation right here was so bad. And the reason why, because like I tried 6Ping there because of like the between the gap, and I guess I was just a little bit off. And I got countered. I should have burst there. But I took too much damage right here and then I burst. It's already half life. I think I should have just burst a little earlier. Like right here. Yep. Dealing with these gorillas are very hard. Very hard, bro. But it's a fun challenge. Keeps the game fun.